Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Someone can come to work tomorrow and say, and here, Judy, you're gay, you're fired. That is 100% legal in North Dakota.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Boehm. Mike and Stephanie have the night off. Hundreds are rallying against an Indiana law that has caused uproar. One that allows businesses to refuse service to customers based on their sexual orientation. It's been a heated discussion for North Dakota lawmakers who are taking on a bill that would do the opposite. Valley News Team's Christina Craig joins us now. And Christina, this isn't the first time for North Dakota on a bill like this.
Krista, this is the third time an anti-sexual orientation discrimination bill has passed the North Dakota Senate. Some are hoping this time around the bill will pass the House vote. Those in favor told us this bill will allow equal rights for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals. For example, currently in the state, someone of a different sexual preference could be denied business from a store owner or lose their home.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that reflects North Dakota values. I don't think it reflects our people. Frankly, I don't think it reflects the opinion of our legislature. We need to change that. That needs to stop.
Bernie Erickson has been married to his husband David since 2006 and testified alongside his husband Monday in the state capitol. He says 2015 is the year North Dakota legislature should step up and recognize the large LGBT population and provide equal rights. However, on the opposite side of the argument, some told us it's a conflict of individual religious beliefs, freedom of speech, and the right of business.
I just don't feel that there is a need for the law. I think we have enough laws on the books now to prevent discrimination against any individual for any reason.
Erickson further says if the House vetoes the bill for a third time, it's sending a clear message that the state of North Dakota tolerates discrimination. Erickson says more than 20 testified in Monday's hearing, all in favor of this legislation. Krista?
All right, thank you, Christina. The bill is slated to take action in committee Tuesday and could be presented to the floor as early as Wednesday. A local mother says her daughter's school district won't step in to stop bullying. Trisha Rickey says she became so desperate she took to social media and called us to investigate. Trisha's 12-year-old daughter, Layla, attends Waban-Ogama White Earth School District. Layla says she's been teased, laughed at, and pushed around during lunch, recess, and in the halls for the past 3 years. Her mom says she has asked the school for help in the past, but no actions were taken until she posted to Facebook.
It makes me mad. I shouldn't have had to go on there with everything. You know, they should have cared enough to, at the beginning, to help us. And instead of telling me there's nothing much they could do, they should have said, let's try to work together. Let's see what we can do together.
The school superintendent says they cannot speak on specific student matters due to student privacy, but say they take the issue very seriously.
Okay. What I can speak to is our district policy and how I know we do business. And we respect our parents and we respect our kids. And we are responsive and we will continue to be responsive.
Weber says the resolution for bullying isn't immediate because they try to have the students work out their issues. Now, this concerned parent contacted us for help, and if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, you can call our whistleblower hotline at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A Fargo homeowner is looking at close to $30,000 in damages after a garage fire broke out just after 3 this afternoon in Fargo. Additional crews were called to the home along 25th Street with concerns about other structures and cars nearby. The heat damaged vinyl siding on 4 small outbuildings and 1 neighbor's garage, in addition to the plastic parts on a vehicle. Embers were also blown around and starting small grass fires. Electrical lines directly above the fire were also damaged but did not disrupt service. No one was injured and the cause is still under investigation. A naked man believed to be unconscious was found in a golf course in Fertile, Minnesota. The Polk County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to the Sand Hill Golf Course to find the man dead. This investigation remains active and the victim's identity is being withheld until family has been notified. A source tells us the body may have been lying on the golf course for days. The course is not open for golfing yet. After 3 days searching for answers, Minneapolis police say they have video taken from surveillance cameras showing U of M student Jennifer Houle alone going off the 10th Avenue Bridge into the Mississippi River. That's where a water search began, though police are not saying if she jumped or fell off the bridge. Hennepin County Sheriff's boats were out on the water using sonar and a remote-operated submersible searching from the base of the bridge and moving downstream toward campus. The Vice Provost for Student Affairs says Houle was an exemplary student.
She was, basically a superstar. She was very intelligent, very likable, and very involved and engaged on campus.
Houle was last seen at Blarney Pub and Grill at 1 a.m. on Friday morning, and police say the video of Houle on the bridge was taken sometime between 1 and 3 a.m. And we'll keep you updated on this story and many others on our Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Your car may be recording information about your driving habits without you even knowing it. How fast you're going, your location, and if you're wearing a seatbelt are all things your new car is keeping track of. Senator Hoeven and Senator Klobuchar want to make the information recorded the legal property of the vehicle owner through new legislation. Crash investigation teams often benefit the most from accessing the data in the devices.
These data recorders, a lot of times they'll record for up to 5 seconds prior to whatever that event was that saved that data. So we can see 5 seconds prior to that crash exactly what's happening, kind of the circumstances of the events that are happening. If you talk about a crash 5 seconds before a crash, that's a lot of time because a lot of crashes happen in a blink of an eye.
Nguyen says the State Patrol treats the data recorders like any other personal property and must obtain consent or a search warrant before accessing it. The beloved Bison downtown on Main Avenue will reclaim its post in front of Wimmer's Diamonds tomorrow. Sonny the Buffalo at the corner of Main and Broadway was knocked over and damaged back in December. The Fargo Police Department is still unsure if the incident was caused by vandals or if it was an accident. The Wimmers have since teamed up with the Fargo arts community to raise funds for Sonny's repair. A project on a part of NP Avenue is still planned for this summer in downtown Fargo. The Downtown Community Partnership has some ideas that Fargo planners and engineers are developing for the stretch of NP between University and 10th Street. It calls for 2 lanes of traffic in one direction, 1 lane with a bike path in the other. Parking would be allowed on both sides of the street. Mayor Tim Mahoney tells us that adding bike lanes will actually make the project cheaper because the concrete will not be as thick.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with no wait weather.
Well, just a taste of spring today as we wrap up the month.
I had to sneak outside for a little bit today.
Just gorgeous out there. Once the sun broke out, we started out with a lot of clouds out there, kind of cool. Take a look at what the skies look like over the valley. Here's a mostly moony shot over Park Rapids. Tracy Hayes once again capturing a glorious scene above the skies of Lakes Country. Thanks for sharing, Tracy. Here is a look at what's going on. The radar lit up this evening. Some showers making their way out of northeast North Dakota and southern Canada, now moving into Bagley, Clearwater County. And as they move into the Bemidji area where the air is cooler, we're starting to see some pink. So maybe a chance for some light freezing drizzle or sleet in that area. Otherwise, a good old-fashioned shower. And these showers definitely did produce some thunder and lightning earlier this evening with reports of hail near Drayton. Thanks for sharing the video with us on Twitter today. And boy, these storms are racing through at a pace of about 30 miles per hour. Here's a look at some communities that will see this rain shower activity moving in. Bagley by 10:18, then also Moose Creek and Bemidji by 10:47. This band of showers will be pushing in towards you and Lake Bemidji. Here is a look then at what we have going on today, or had going on today this evening. Clearing skies, just a couple of clouds out there and a gorgeous sunset. Some beautiful colors out there as well as we watch the sun setting in the western sky, providing us with that picturesque scene as we head through spring. Right now, temperatures are quite pleasant, 44 degrees. The wind, well, it's under 10 miles per hour and is from that mild southerly direction. A lot of 40s across the eastern third of North Dakota, almost 50 still in Sisseton. Look at the cool pool, though. It's centered right in and around Wadena and Bemidji. The blue colors you see there representative of the freezing or close to sub-freezing temperatures there. Hour-by-hour forecast as we head to bed tonight. Any shower chances swiftly move off to the east. Mostly clear skies and low 30s in Bemidji and Roseau County, as well as Lake of the Woods County. As we start to see some more clouds developing out to the west, we could begin our Tuesday in the Stutsman County area with a few sprinkles. Nothing very heavy, and it does look like building clouds in our eastern North Dakota counties for midday. Temperatures around 50 to 55 degrees for most locations, with the exception of a few 40s in northwest Minnesota. Heading into the afternoon, the wind is going to be variable direction from the south, from the northwest, depending on where you are along this boundary here. Clouds moving through, best chance at 60+ degrees once again from Fargo, Jamestown, Valley City, and south. Also, south of Interstate 94 in Minnesota, a decent chance of seeing those 60+ degree readings. But today, whereas we had a lot of 30s in Beltrami County, you will have a chance at seeing some 50-degree weather by the afternoon. A quiet night with increasing south-southeast winds. Your hour-by-hour Fargo forecast shows temperatures leveling off as we go through the overnight and dipping down into the upper 30s to start our Tuesday morning. Then as we go through the morning hours, temperatures quickly ramp up to those nice, warm, toasty readings. I think 64 for your peak temperature in Fargo-Moorhead. Elsewhere, 61 in Sisseton at 3 o'clock, 56 Grand Forks. Langdon, you will have 53 degrees, a dry day, and temperatures in the low 50s across northwest Minnesota. This is what it looks like when the sap is dripping off the box elders there in Fingal, North Dakota. Claudia, thanks for sharing. Planning forecast. Take a look at this. Windy and 71 on Wednesday, but late in the day, a chance of thunder showers, isolated in nature, not very many, carrying us into Good Friday. A little bit cooler to close out the work week, and then for the holiday, Easter Sunday, it looks like 50-degree weather. A chance of some weather that will change on Monday that brings showers. Speaking of showers, our very own Mike Morgan sharing on Facebook that he's been working on the yard. Mike, not looking good. I added a sprinkler there. This is what happened to Mike's lawn by sprinkling. Just watch it as we set it into motion here. And ooh, looky there.
That starts to look good.
Mike, nice work.
Can't believe he did all that work in one day.
I don't know what kind of fertilizer he's using, but we have to check.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Hutch. And don't forget, you can now get Valley News Live news and weather text alerts right to your phone. You'll get the latest breaking news, weather, and other updates on your mobile device. Just head to valleynewslive.com to sign up. And still to come on Valley News Live at 10, if you're a gamer and a music lover, this new Sony service is just for you. But first, providing safety on the ice, hockey helmets are put to the test, but the ratings don't look good.